reference to that third noble truth? Do the Buddhist texts use that term? Or is
They do, but in a slightly different. So the question was in the Yoga Sutras, there's a phrase Nirodha, and does that come into the Buddhist vocabulary as well? It's actually a very, very interesting topic and issue, and maybe the briefest way to say it is that yes, cessation of suffering, I would have to really check, but nirvana would be a cessation, nirodha, of suffering. But there's also a meditative state that is called nirodha that is quite interesting, that they have, at least in the Theravada tradition, and other traditions as well. And it's very, very similar in some ways to what is described in the Yoga Sutras. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to our Sunday meditation. It is Sunday, October 8th, and this is our practice of meditation in Houston, Texas. We have a book that we pass around within which we will put names of people who we care for and who have passed or are ill. And I'm going to hand over the baton to our meditation leader, Charlie Buck, before I get lost.
It's okay. The baton, in this case, being the microphone.
Yes, sir.
Good morning and welcome to those of you present and those of you on the big screen. My camera's over there, but I look at you over here. So I don't have to make announcements about
Mariana, what's the question?
I just started there. Mine is, that was the right state. I'm not sure.
Is anybody who you cares to share the merit with of our practice? It's anybody who you'd like to share the merit of our practice with? Sick, ill, past? Okay, go for it.
So this Sunday practice is to help us let go of the clinging and cravings that Harvey was mentioning. And mainly it's just a simple practice of our attention. We place it's an opportunity to turn off our intellectual thinking and planning and scheduling and worrying, and to place our attention on a simple activity that doesn't require any mental thinking. It's just a couple of practices following our breath, and we also have a chanting a sacred syllable. We are supported in this effort by what we refer to as 3 pillars The first pillar is the earth, that we are all sitting right above the center of the earth. We can feel that support through our feet and through our cushion, through the seat of our chair. The second pillar is our spinal column and the bones in our body that hold us upright. So we sit in an upright position, not stiff, but just in a balanced position. And the third pillar is the energy channel that is right in front of the spinal column. So to begin with, we will set our intention for today by the group practice prayers, the aspirations. May all beings always have happiness and its causes. May all beings always be free of pain and its causes. May all beings always be pain-free and live happily. May no beings ever cling to those near nor spurn those far. For as long as space abides, as long as the world remains, just so long may I be there, resolving all beings' pain. So now if you'll find a comfortable position, your hands can either be on your thighs or on your knees or on your lap. Sit upright. Yeah. If you tuck your chin slightly, you'll feel that your spine lengthen at the top. And so the first exercise, as I mentioned, is simply following our breath, in breath, out breath, and noticing. And when a thought comes up, we will just simply notice that our mind has distracted us, or possibly a sound. We can hear the street outside. And then we go back to following our breath. The second practice we have is chanting the sacred syllable Hum. We chant it twice with each exhale. Hum, hum. And we'll do that for a while. When we do that, we notice the resonance of the sound going all throughout our body. So we'll start first with the silent meditation. We'll do that for a few minutes, and then we'll start the chanting. It's best to have your eyes open in a downward cast, soft focus on the floor in front of you. Now, this part of the practice is the chanting of the sacred syllable Hum was given to us by Edzam Phalo Rinpoche. Hum, 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 Now we go back to the silent meditation, resting our attention on our breath. Hum, 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 So we've been reading through Pema Chodron's book, Comfortable with Uncertainty, Teachings on Cultivating Fearlessness and Compassion. Today's chapter is chapter 19, Working with Slogans. To reverse ego's logic, we practice the warrior slogans of Atisha, a Tibetan teacher who lived in the 11th century. These slogans say things like, "Don't be jealous." And you think, how did they know? Or, "Be grateful to everyone." And you wonder, how do they do that? Or why bother? Some slogans, such as "Always meditate on whatever provokes resentment," exhort you to go beyond common sense. These slogans are not always the sort of thing that you would want to hear, let alone find inspiring. If we work with the slogans, they will become like our breath, our eyesight, our first thought. They will become like the smells we smell and the sounds we hear. We can let them permeate our whole being. That's the point. These slogans aren't theoretical or abstract. They're about who we are and what's happening to us. They are completely relevant to how we experience things, how we relate with whatever occurs in our lives. They are about how to relate with pain and fear and pleasure and joy, and how those things can transform us fully and completely. When we work with the slogans, ordinary life becomes the path of awakening. What would you think about doing the slogan on the next page? Going ahead. So the first slogan on chapter 20, the slogan is, "All activity should be done with one intention." Breathing in, breathing out, feeling resentful, feeling happy, being able to drop it, not being able to drop it, eating your food, brushing your teeth, walking, sitting, whatever we're doing should be done with one intention. That intention is that we want to wake up. We want to ripen our compassion, and we want to ripen our ability to let go. We want to realize our connection with all beings. Everything in our lives has the potential to wake us up or put us to sleep. Allowing it to awaken us is up to us. So did any of that resonate with anybody, or does anybody have any questions regarding?
I'll just offer a little context. There are many, many translations of the mind training verses of Atisha. One that I very much like is by Ken MacLeod. It's called The Great Path of Awakening. I suspect it's still available. But there are many, you find this under the mind training of Atisha, and there are probably many versions of it available. But like I say, Ken MacLeod's is the one that I like very much. I think one of the most profound short pieces that can be useful is just an attitude of Donglen, where we are, whatever misery we experience, just to even become aware that all beings are subject to the same kind of misery, that in itself, while very, very simple, is an enormously powerful practice. Just, I'm not feeling happy today. All beings don't feel happy. Just that realization itself. And if you can add on, may all beings be free from feeling unhappy, it's a very, very powerful training of the mind. But we use our own difficulties. And of course, if we're happy, may all beings share in my happiness. Any questions, observations?
Let me also remind our family online that you can send names to the book by putting them in the chat, both on Zoom or on YouTube. I have a few announcements here. This Tuesday is the second Tuesday, and it will be the second of Claire Villarreal's teachings on Buddhist mindfulness, attention, and the true you. It will be in person at 4949 Caroline Street, if you can be there, or it will be online as well. You can find it on our website under the activities going on. Next Sunday again, Harvey will teach the introduction to Buddhism in India and Tibet at 10:30, and there will be meditation.
Actually, Lama Rigton will be teaching.
Oh. Okay.
So next week, Lama Rigton will teach. If you like to come hear her, I encourage you.
The following Tuesday is the third Tuesday, and it's another installment of the Teaching Tuesday, The Awakened Heart. What's love got to do with it? Again, it's at the Covenant Church Fellowship Hall on Caroline, if you can make it in, or it's on Zoom and YouTube. Saturday, October 28th at 1:30 is a Sustaining the Radiance in person at the Covenant Church Fellowship Hall. It's 11:30 to 1:30. You want? No, sorry.
It's at 1:30.
It's at 1:30.
Yeah, there'll be some refreshments. There'll be some talking about what we're doing, the exciting things we're doing at Dawn Mountain, and we will be seeing if people are interested in helping support us. But please come, please bring friends if you like. Refreshments will be available, and we're asking for registration because we will be offering some refreshments. That is at 1:30.
Okay. I encourage anybody who hasn't already to sign up for the newsletter. You can go to info@dawnmountain.org and ask to be added to that, and you get a long list of all the stuff, upcoming announcements about what's going on, and more detail than what I've told you here. Okay, let's do another round of meditation, and then we'll have our closing and blessings. We'll start again with a silent meditation.
Where is the book? Can you not?
We dedicate the merit of this practice to Linda Fuller. So now, Nongdak, Deborah Ussery, Jeffrey Hopkins, Sejin, Zender, Sonia, Duncan, Kirk, Steve, John, Bishop, Kathy White in Bardo, Artie in Bardo, Sky Gallahan, Simone, and all people in suffering from the wars in the Middle East or the floods in northern India. We'll now sing the dedication on the group practice prayers and the blessing. By this good may I swiftly once become a great guru, lead all beings, everyone, to reach to that very ground. With all of you in mind we light this lamp of clarity. May the glow of love, wisdom, shine within us, everyone, till we all rise forth born in one enlightened mandala. And now to close, we'll chant the sacred syllable Ah. Notice from our heart center, visualize a small bright orb, and as we chant, the orb fills our full body with healing light and out into the room and out all over the far reaches of the universe. Thank you to everyone for coming today, and we hope to see you on Tuesday and next Sunday.
Thank you.
Thank you, Charlie.
Thank you, Charlie. And Lama Namgyal.